this is the shirt before, just a plain button-down shirt. I really wasn't feeling the shirt. It was a little tight, but I didn't want to throw it away just because I love the way that the stripes looked. I love the blue and white combo. First, I'm going to take the stitching out of the back. It has some stitches in it to make the body of the shirt more shapely, but we need all the fabric we can get from this shirt. Next, I'm going to take the back of the shirt and I'm going to cut it. Essentially, I want a really big rectangle, as this is going to be the whole front piece of the shirt. I'm using some white eyeliner to mark where I want to cut. And then I'm using some pins to make sure the fabric doesn't move around while I'm cutting it. I want to make sure that I'm cutting both layers the same way. I got really lucky with this shirt because it already came with straight lines, so it was very easy for me to cut it. My piece of fabric ended up being 23 inches long and 13 inches wide, but you can make this piece of fabric as big or as small as you want. Next, I'm going to take the piece of the shirt where the buttons meet, because I noticed that if I cut it in half, there would already be one side of it stitched together. Essentially, what I'm trying to make is tunnels, and this is what is going to hold the drawstring for our straps. So I'm going to cut those in half. I'm using E6000 glue, and just be very careful not to get the glue in the middle, because the middle is where we need the string to go. Now to make the string. I used the hem of this shirt because it was already stitched up nice and neat. But there's only one hem, so I had to get creative because I didn't have another long piece of fabric. So I ended up cutting a long strip of the shirt, and then I braided it in order to make it really sturdy. Here you can see my braid. It looks really messy, but at the end of the day, no one's gonna see it. This is so much easier if you attach your string to a safety pin and just ease it through the casing. These two straps are made from the extra casings that we made from the other side of the panel with the buttons. I glued down about 1/2 inch on one side of each of the straps. For the straps, I measured about 16 inches. Definitely measure and remeasure as many times as you can. Then I measured the shirt and I knew that I wanted the bottom peplum to be a little bit longer than the top. So I made the top one 3 inches and the bottom one 4 inches, and then I was left with about 7 inches in the middle. Again, it was really easy to mark things on this shirt just because it already came with straight lines. Next, I'm just following the line and gluing down the straps. Now you can loop the bottom strap through the holes. Tie it up so they don't slip around. Off camera, I tried the shirt on and the width of the top of the shirt was a little bit too long, so I remeasured and cut it.
Yesterday.
After I cut the string, I made both ends into a knot and then put some glue all around it right before I wrapped the top strap to them. Then I secured it with some bobby pins because we're getting crafty. I tried on the shirt one more time after everything dried and then realized that the top peplum was a little too high for my liking. So right here I'm just cutting it in half. We really did that. This is such a cute top. Can you play around in it and get rough in it? No. But this shirt is so cute. I mean, I am in love with this glorified tissue paper of a shirt. Who's gonna tell me I didn't pay $95 for this shirt? Let me know what you think. Did I nail this or not?